You know, we're always looking for new ways to find a path to success. We're looking for new ways to shorten the period of time it takes to get the body we want, to create the money we want, to find the love we want, to let go of the resentments. Everyone's on the same path. You know, we want to get from here to there in a much shorter period of time. And today I'm going to talk about a process that can take you there. It's not necessarily an easy one, but it's definitely very simple, and it's been used for millions of years by individuals from all walks of life in order to create the success that they want. Hi, I'm David Essel. Well, if that didn't pique your interest, I don't know what would. We're going to talk today about something that, a terminology I created back in the 90s called getting big in life. And it's one of the principles that we use when we're teaching individuals in our life coaching courses, our addiction recovery courses, and so much more. Now, I mentioned earlier that it's a very simple concept, but it surely isn't easy. And let me tell you what the definition of getting big is. Getting big is doing what you know would never work. Isn't that interesting? It's such an oxymoron, isn't it? It's like you're saying, David, wait a minute. You want me to think about losing weight, and you want me to do what I know would never work? Or you want me to make more money, and you want me to do what I know would never work? And let me tell you why this is so important. Oftentimes when we're on a goal-setting process, and we've got the goal at the end with our body, money, relationship, God, whatever it might be, release of an addiction, whatever it might be. And we've tried all kinds of things. However, we haven't tried the one or two paths that would be very challenging to do. Those are the things that we say, that would never work for me. You know, might be if you're in addiction recovery and you go, listen, I'll do everything, but I won't go to 12-step meetings. That just would never work for me. So getting big would be saying, well, you know what, in my path of addiction recovery, I'm going to go to these meetings because I know it would never work. Do you get me? So it's the same thing with exercise. You know, I've shared stories in all my books and all my CDs on motivation about individuals that have done what they know would never work. I worked with an individual that couldn't lose weight, and when I said to him, what do you think would never work for you? And he goes, well, I've tried everything. I've tried trainers and all these different dietary programs, etc. And so he goes, let me go home and think about it. And he came back and he goes, okay, I got an answer to your question, wise guy. He said, yoga would never work for me. Well, you know the end of the story. He knew it would never work. He applied himself for 90 days, an hour a day, doing a yoga CD or DVD, which lowered his stress levels, which decreased his emotional eating. Voila. He lost the weight he couldn't lose. So what is it with you? Now, another individual that I'm working with right now currently, when I asked him, what do you think his biggest struggle was finances? And I said, what do you think would not work? And he said, well, you know, I hear all these people talking about setting a budget, using a budget, expenses on a daily basis, income on a daily basis. He said, that would never work for me. And I said, why? And he goes, well, because I'm much more of a creative. I don't want that stress. I don't want that pressure. He said, I don't want to even go near that because I'm more creative. I just want to flow, and if I have to get organized and structured, it's going to break my flow, man. Well, guess what? It was when he did what he knew would never work that he started to find a pathway to less stress with money, greater success in life. Now, let's even think of another one. Let's talk about maybe you're in a partnership, right? You're in a marriage or you're in a relationship and you're dating someone, you're living with someone, and it's not working. And for many people, we would say, what do you think would never work for you? And immediately, many people, including many men, would say, well, I know working with a coach, a counselor, or a minister just wouldn't work because I don't want to get into that touchy-feely crap. Guess what's going to open up the doorway to success? Yeah, you got it. It's doing what you think would never work. It'd be working with a counselor, a minister, or a coach. So I'm going to keep this really short right here today, and just write this down. Getting big means doing what you know would never work. Because you know what, baby? It's probably the pathway to success. And this could have the same thing to do with a medical illness. It could have the same thing to do with a religious path. You know, people say, well, I'm just not an organized religious type person. I'm not into community. I'm not into all that kind of stuff. So going to a church on a regular basis or a spiritual community on a regular basis would never be a pathway for me for greater inner peace, less stress, a deeper connection with the divine. Guess what the answer probably is? Hey, listen, share this video. If you know people that are struggling with weight, God, money, relationships, whatever it might be, share this. This could be the most amazing breakthrough. As a matter of fact, I know, can guarantee it's going to be the most amazing breakthrough. Why? Well, I've used it for 20 years with my clients. I use it in my own life, and I'm not going to say willingly, but when I'm beating my head against the door and nothing else is opening up, then I end up getting big myself. So why don't you give it a shot? Share this video. If I can help you at all, go to talkdavid.com, TALKDavid.com. We would love to assist you in any way that I possibly can. Send me an email there. And also, don't forget to sign up on YouTube right here, so all these videos, when they come out, go directly to you, okay? It's time to get big. Have a great day.